EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Roethlisberger looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7. Texans.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the stop.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Wide receiver.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Coleman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
There he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Benardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
At their own.
So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy for the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watson off play action. This is Coleman with a grab. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Watson just beating the play clock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A gain of a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasted. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Steelers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He gives it off to Carson, and he stopped immediately there.
Chris Carson on the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and...
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Ebron's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Now left side on the swing pass. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Steelers 21, Texans 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Going deep here for Stills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
28.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He turns and gives to Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Stephon Tuitt.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, it's Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and...
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rolling to his right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Coleman. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Kevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Completes it to Coleman. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Throwing again on second down. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Carson. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, Texans 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Texans 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's Roethlisberger. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 48-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. It's complete to Lockett. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Here's the score, Steelers 49.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down and 3. Watson now to throw, and he'll find Akins there, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He gets it to Cooks. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll air this one out deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.